One of the most bullish signals for Bitcoin just flashed on the chart, and that is, yes, the golden cross. The last time we saw a golden cross for Bitcoin was in May of 2020. And the price of Bitcoin was sitting just under 10,000 US dollars. And what followed after the 2020 golden cross was a 600% plus gain for Bitcoin. All of this and more in today's video. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be discussing the Bitcoin golden cross. Before we get started, definitely smash up the like button, subscribe to this channel if you're new. And now we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart. And what we can see is that we are now experiencing our first golden cross since the correction. Back in June of this year, just a few months ago, we experienced a death cross, right? This was right after we dumped to 30,000. And people were saying that this death cross would lead into a major bear market, a continued downtrend. And what's actually interesting is that if you bought Bitcoin on that death cross signal, you would actually be up right now, right? So that bearish signal, quote unquote, is not really that reliable. And so to be as unbiased as possible, we have to accept that the same thing is true for the golden cross. It's not really that reliable. The only thing that's true about a golden cross and a death cross is that they are precursors for long-term uptrends and long-term downtrends. So for example, if we go back to 2018 for Bitcoin, this death cross took place in March of 2018. Even though that was at the bottom, we did bounce. It was a precursor to a long-term downtrend. And the same thing with the 2019 golden cross, a long-term uptrend. But long-term, it signals that maybe we are going to get some sort of major shift back to the upside, as long as we can maintain this trend. So in general, overall, what does the golden cross signal for me? It signals that it is now more likely that we could be entering a longer-term shift back to the upside. So I'm just looking for a slow build out back to the upside. And also the next thing that is very bullish to me is the fact that Bitcoin just came down and touched 42 or 43,000, depending on what exchange you're looking at. And we got to bounce off that level. And that is, previous resistance now acting as new support. That is classic bullish technical analysis right there. Now, maintaining that is going to be extremely important. Also, if the price ends up coming back down and breaking below this level, that would be not very good. That would actually start to make me think that maybe Bitcoin is looking to create a longer-term bearish market structure, a longer-term bearish pattern, I should say. But as of right now, it looks like the bulls are starting to regain control in this area. And you can see these large wicks, these demand wicks. Every time the price gets below 45,000, it seems like, well, the whales are starting to buy it up. The major players in this market are defending that previous resistance as new support here. And this is the area that the bulls need to maintain if we are going to continue bullish long term. And so at this point, you may be asking, what are my long-term targets from here on out for Bitcoin? And we discussed this in a previous video, but I am looking for the 2618 at 124,000 as the first major upside target. And then I'll assess the market from there. And if we do break out again, I think the 4236 will be hit at 180,000 as the second upside target. And those are my two profit-taking zones. And the third, the final 25% profit, I'm going to take once the bear market is confirmed and we actually break down into a major bearish trend. And also, speaking of profit-taking zones, this is an upward sloping channel that is mapped out from back here all the way stemming from 2013. And we have this upward sloping channel which encompasses the bull and bear markets of both 2013 to 2015 and also the 2017, 2018 bull and bear market. And then of course where we are now, and what you'll notice is that above the midline of this channel is not only the Euphoria peak for 2013, it's also the Euphoria peak for 2017. And it also sort of just stands out as a profit-taking zone. When you're above that midline, you're entering the final phase of the bull market. And right now we have had resistance along this midline, the heart line of the channel. And once we get above it, which is going to be, about $100,000, that's the final blow-off Euphoria phase, and that is your profit-taking signal. This is just something else to add to your tool belt to help you guys with that long-term profit-taking process. But overall, that's it. That's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and also join the Patreon to see what I'm doing in this market, what altcoins I'm buying. And it's also the best way to support this channel. I'll see you guys soon.